Start the video. Right, I'm doing Devlin, London City, for my video. He's a young grime artist who got signed a year ago. He brought out 2 or 3 songs now. And basically what I'm doing is a song where he goes out and he talks about being out in the town of London and the things that happens. He leaves Dagenham and then ends up back there and he goes throughout the night. The song itself is cut to the beat, so I'm going to basically do the exact same thing really. Do shots of London, him in London and the surroundings of it. I'll show you a little clip of the video. Basically, I chose Devlin because he only got signed a year ago, which makes, as you can see, his videos not too professional, which makes me be able to link to him a lot easier.
Who's he signed to, huh?
I'm not quite sure.
You're not sure?
Just a young grime. But then through research of other videos and other grime artists, I've got like clips of what surroundings I want to use and where I want to put him, basically.
Have you thought about that yet?
Yeah, I've got a clip here of one shot that I'm definitely going to use. I think I'll show you that. This was in another video somewhere.
Right, okay.
Which is at night time, you can just see the whole of the dome lit up. Where there's close-ups on him and there's close-ups of the whole surroundings, which will then link the video to London City.
Yeah. So you want to be quite iconic then in terms of the images that you use?
Images, all images will be London. And I might just get loads of photos and do a big shot of London as well at the beginning or at the end, so everyone then knows what the song's about. It's going to be like basically cut to the song, so everything that happens in the song will be in the video. Right,
so it's sort of, you're going to take it quite literally then in terms of... And what did you say it's from, you mentioned at the start, isn't it, in the lyrics?
He talks about going from Dagenham, and he talks about moving into throughout London, and then talks about going back there. For my first shot, I'm looking at getting a shot of him in the car maybe, and then driving on the A13 where I'll get like the signpost. So then like you can see the sign like A13 blah blah. And then when he talks about Dagenham, I might do a cut back to like Dagenham surroundings, that area, so you know like big like a post basically that says Dagenham by mistake or something. And he's also sponsored by a clothing line called Money, which I am then going to use for my costumes. To then link it back to the character.
So you're going to have quite a contrast then, aren't you, in terms of the images that we see throughout the videos, beginning and the start. And as you say, I think, I don't mean restrict is too strong a word, but in terms of the lyrics, in terms of what the song's actually about, you have to keep it quite narrow and keep sort of spot on in terms of the fact that it's about London, it's about
going out and surroundings.
So what sort of in London, what other than the ones that you mentioned, like this, I think that's an image that you've identified and you're going to use.
I might do a walking on London Bridge, or I think it's the Millennium Bridge. I might do a walk on that, which will get some of the things I need to do in the video on. Leg walking, like long distance and that. And then I'll get shots, because it'll be at night time when it basically just lights up the most of London. So I'll go back on out weekends and have a look at the street, sort of. So that's quite lit up there. And then, well, I'm going to go around London at night time on a Friday and Saturday, like soon. go to all different places, like get people to give me advice, go there.
Yeah.
And then whatever I like, I'll note down and then go there again and film it.
Okay. Well, I think you've got, it's certainly, as Dan says, something that's quite easily manageable and something which you've got quite a nice idea behind it. Is there anything else that you want to incorporate into it? I mean, it's not really narrative based, is it?
No.
Really?
I was thinking about doing a shot of him in a studio, but I don't know if it will link well to the video.
Right.
I will do the shot, I will go to just like a proper studio where you pay to go in and do shots of him there, in the studio, like my character as him. And then, if I can link it to the film, I'll link it, but I'm not sure whether it will go well or not. It'll either work or it won't. So.
What influences would you take from that video, if any?
I don't know. He just talks about going out in London, it just makes me want to go out, really.
So it's just the lyrics, I mean, that you're... and I think, as you say, I think the style of that video is something you want to try and recreate in terms of the fact that he's just a newly signed artist. The videos aren't particularly...
They're not too professional for my, like, I can quite get around it, do you know what I mean?
Okay, any other videos that you've... Is that the only... Are there any other videos that he's done that you've taken?
I've looked at ones before he got signed, and then ones for after, and the change is like big. Where it's like someone like me doing his video before he got signed.
Right.
And then there's ones now where he's obviously got proper lights and that. But it's just, before he talks about everything, talks about crime, knife crime, like everything. He just puts every aspect of the world that's happening into a song.
Right.
So it talks about it.
Yeah, but I don't know the song, but I think you could be, there's a lot of stuff, exciting things you could put into that in terms of, I mean, you think about what London means to you, personally, and think about, like you said, about going out, and there's maybe places there which are more significant for you.
What I like to do is get places that are lit up the most, because at night time, when it's lit up, that's when London looks its best. So they're the sort of shots that I want to be getting.
Okay, well maybe I was going to say about sort of aerial shots. I mean, so you maybe go on the London Eye to get some footage done, or something like that. That might be something which works. I mean, if you're allowed to do that,
you can.
If you can do that. What do people think? Tom, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a good idea. If you get a certain amount of shots and then edit in with the music and so on.
What about in terms of things that it could adapt or change, you know? Anything you could change?
I thought it was a good idea. I don't think we can do it.
I'm just a bit worried it'll be like the same as the actual video.
Yeah, that's what I'm a bit considered. There's definitely going to have to change bits about it to make it different.
Yeah, I think like the studio idea would be good because
so he doesn't do that in the song.
And show a bit of performance as well.
Because I think you've still got to reflect the style of the artist. So I think you maybe going in the studio would be a little bit